Hey there, and welcome to Real Investment News. I'm Mike O'Neill. It looks like we might be in for a rough day in the markets. All three indexes are pointing down, with the Dow showing the biggest drop. Dow futures are down more than 250 points. Now, that lines up with what is happening everywhere else. In Asia, the big three markets closed lower by about 1% each. The Nikkei actually fell 1.4%. In Europe, they're about 3 hours away from closing, and they're all pointing lower as well. The UK's FTSE is down about 0.7%. Now, it has been a long while since we've had any real pullback on the markets, so we're going to see how investors are going to react to today's soft opening. But it is interesting to note that the volatility index is actually jumping. Take a look at the jump that happened yesterday. Right now, it is at 14.23. The 10-year Treasury has actually increased by about 0.4% right now, at 2.70, and the dollar has slipped against the yen but held steady against the euro and British pound. Now, oil prices are starting to sink a bit thanks to the recent drop in that dollar and concerns about U.S. production rising at a time when we already have a glut in supplies. And we are keeping a really close eye on Apple. Something interesting is happening here. Now, Apple had lost more than 2% yesterday, and you can see the drop here, and it's dropping again after hours, and it is already down 7% over the past 2 weeks. Now, we told you yesterday how analysts were forecasting lower than expected sales of the iPhone X. Now that, combined with the controversy over Apple's admission that it sometimes slows down older phones to preserve battery life, it has some lowering their expectations for the company's earnings report, which is coming out on Thursday. Now, tonight, President Trump will give his State of the Union address. We are going to be watching to see what he says about his plans for the economy and the infrastructure. And later today, the U.S. Conference Board is going to release its monthly Consumer Confidence Index. Now, last month, it almost hit a 17-year high, and that came because of low unemployment, the stock markets, tax reform bill. We are going to see if that trend continues into the new year. We're going to have an in-depth analysis in one of our later reports. But that's it for now. Thank you so very much for watching. Please remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. Watch our older reports at realinvestmentnews.com. I'm Mike O'Neill, and we'll see you again in a couple of hours.